Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Motorsports Magazine from Airborne. I'm Ricky St. Clair, joined by the driver of the McKees Island Pub, number 11 Chevrolet Monte Carlo Renegade from Fairfax, Vermont. It's Lance Rabtoy. Lance, welcome to today's program.
Thank you for having me.
Entering this weekend's racing card, you come to this program third in the point standings with 1 win and 7 top fives on the year. You've got to be pretty satisfied with the way things are going in 2011.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a great year. The first couple started out. We had a little troubles with carburetor issues, but we've gotten that straightened out, and the things just seems to be getting better and better as we come. So toward the end, we're still here. We've been consistent, so if we can keep being consistent, then hopefully we're there at the end and have something for the guys that are first and second.
This Renegade class is one of the most competitive divisions of the 5 at Airborne Speedway. Week in and week out, over a half dozen drivers are capable of pulling off the victory at the Airborne Half Mile. Talk about the competitiveness in your division.
Well, I mean, I think it shows just by the finishes with people who have won already. I think I'm not quite sure how many, but there's been at least 5 or 6 with different winners. I know Robert's wrapped up 6 of them, but the other 6 have been single person. So I would say 6 races have been won by other people. So it just goes to show you that there's a lot of people that have chances of winning these races. It's just all about consistency. These cars are really, really close, and you really got to be on top of things, and that's just about it. I mean, you got to stay on top of it.
I was over in Barrie, Vermont Thursday night, a couple of nights ago, and I was watching you and fellow Renegade competitor Kevin Boone, last year's track champion here at Airborne, take a couple of trial laps around Thunder Road International Speedway, the famed quarter mile, and you guys are going to be putting on a show there next Thursday night, August 11th. Talk about your experience over there at Thunder Road and what type of show fans can expect to see over there.
Well, for me, it was a complete, absolute crazy experience. It was a good experience. Kevin invited me over, and I was glad he did, because he gave me a little heads up on a few things, and it helped me. He raced Tigers there for a couple years, so it just enlightened me on a few things, because everybody's nervous, I think, a little bit to go there, just because it's a lot different than here. It's more of a bull ring, and it's more finesse of driving. There's no stomp and steer. It's a lot more of letting the car roll and handling and being patient. Because you don't just pass cars there. And, here you can get by a car in 1 or 2 laps. There it'll take you 10 laps to get by a car. So all in all, the experience was excellent, and I'm really looking forward to going. And I'm hoping we get a good turnout. And it's all I can say is anybody that is second guessing themselves, they ought to go, because it's going to be a really good experience. So.
On tonight's racing card here at Airborne Speedway, the Sportsman Division as well as the Renegade class they're going to be running a special 6-lap, 6-car, $250 to win dash. And how much would you like to get in that? I know you have to finish in the top 3 in one of the 2 heats in order to be eligible for tonight's dash.
Well, we're going to do our best, and I think everybody wants to get in it, but again, it's the competitiveness and where you start and who you're racing against is going to make a big difference. But we're shooting to get in for sure.
I know we talked about the dash being 6 laps on a regular Saturday night here in Plattsburgh. The Renegade Division runs a 25-lap feature event. From the driver's mindset, do you try to play that race aggressively? Are you hard on the hammer, or are you playing it conservatively as you make your way through the field?
Well, I think at the beginning of the year, depending on the draw where you drew, I think you come out right out of the gate hard. But being with the handicap and all starting, middle back toward the pack, and the slower guys with their handicap starting up front, you do have to have some patience and conserve some. But again, you got 25 laps, so if you got 25 cars out there, you're talking passing a car a lap if you start way back in the field, which is basically what's been going on for us now. And you gotta be on your game, and you gotta do it in a hurry if you want to win a race.
I know it's the first time Motorsports Magazine has talked to you in 2011. What are some of your personal goals before we get through the end of the racing season here at Airborne?
Well, I'd like to get another win or two under my belt. Again, we're still in contentions for a championship. I finished third last year. If I even take second, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with a third. We had a good year either way. A second still progressing forward for me. So all in all, I just want to keep having fun and winning races.
You'll have to watch out for this guy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's always a heavy hitter week in and week out. That's Lance Rabtoy. Stay tuned for another driver interview next from the Airborne Speedway on Motorsports Magazine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Motorsports Magazine. With me now, the driver of the Marcia Holmes Dodge Neon, number 20, Napa Auto Parts Mini Modified from Plattsburgh, New York. It's Jamie LaFountain. Jamie, welcome to today's program.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Entering this weekend's racing card, you come into tonight's contest 7th in points with 1 win and 4 top 5s. Are you pretty happy with the way things have been going in 2011?
Yeah, I am pretty happy with the way things are going. Not the way they have been the last 2 weeks, but I was really excited to pick up my first win like about a month ago. This year I just think the racing is more competitive in the division, so I'm having a lot of fun out there.
Week in and week out, we've talked about the competitiveness before in this mini modified class. We'll talk about it again. Almost a half dozen guys are capable of pulling off the victory every week. Talk about the guys you race with and how competitive it is each week, week in and week out.
Oh yeah, it's really competitive. I think that the mini mods are one of the most competitive classes here. Chris Lavere dominated at the beginning of the year, but he's kind of fallen off the pace a little bit. And Chris Clark has been in second I don't know how many times and hasn't gotten a win yet. He's going to get one soon enough. Josh Laporte last week getting his first win, me getting mine. Like you said, there is about a dozen guys in this class that you just never know that they could be up front there.
Today's weather in the greater Plattsburgh area, temperatures are reaching around 80 degrees. It's partly cloudy here at Airborne Speedway. How does the car handle on the racetrack on a day like today? Is it pretty slick out there, or is the rubber collecting with the cooler temperatures?
Well, when the sun's out, then that's when the track is more slick than normal. But like you said, it is pretty cloudy, and I'm hoping that it's cloudy for most of the race day, because it just seems like when the sun's not beating on the track and it's cooler, that the track has a lot more grip than it would if the sun was beating on it and stuff. The rubber just seems to hold its grip more when the track is cooler than it is hot.
I know you've been racing these mini modified cars for a couple of years now. Is there any plans for Jamie LaFountain to move up to maybe the Renegade class or the Sportsman class sometime down the road?
Yeah, maybe in a few years. I'm not really sure, but it all depends on what my dad wants to do. And yeah, but I think I might be doing this again next year. But then after that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
I know it's the first time Motorsports Magazine has talked to you in 2011. What are some of your goals before we end this year's racing campaign in 2011?
I would like to finish better in the points than I did last year, which was tied for third. So I'd probably really have to step it up a little bit and just try and get as many wins as possible.
Jamie, would you like to take this time while we're on camera to thank any relatives, crew members, family, friends, sponsors?
Oh yeah. Bill Twaits, Bill Joyle, Bucko Branham. Those are guys that just put tireless hours into working on my race cars, and I can't thank them enough for it. And all my sponsors for providing money so that we can keep this thing going.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Jamie LaFountain. Stay tuned for another driver interview from the Airborne Half Mile next on Motorsports Magazine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Motorsports Magazine from Airborne. With me now, he's the driver of the VFW Post 1505 number 14 Bomber from Keysville, New York. It's John Michael Brissett. John Michael, welcome to today's program.
It's nice to be here.
Entering this weekend's racing card, you come into the standings third with 2 wins and 6 top 5s in the 2011 racing campaign. You've got to be pretty satisfied with the way things are going by far.
Yes, I've been very happy the last couple weeks. I've had a good year. Moved up from about 5th in points to 3rd over the last 2 or 3 weeks, so it's been pretty good.
I know we were talking off camera, and you mentioned that this is your third year in the bomber class. You hope to move up to the mini modifieds next year, and could we possibly see you in a Renegade or Sportsman sometime down the road?
Yeah, well, next year I'm hoping to sell this car, and if I do, I'll try to be in a Renegade next year. And if I keep the car, I'll be in a mini mod. But yeah, I definitely plan on moving up sometime soon.
Week in and week out, this bomber division is pretty competitive. Josh Dervaj has had a string of wins in 2011, but otherwise, we talked about, you picked up your first career victory 2 weeks ago, and your second consecutive victory this year last week. Talk about the competitiveness in your division and how difficult it is to pull off the win.
Oh yeah, there's definitely 5 or 6 really close cars, so you got to get through traffic well. You can't make a lot of mistakes, and clean air helps, and that's about it.
On a regular Saturday night here at the Airborne Half Mile, you guys run a 15-lap feature event. Talk about what's the mindset from the driver's perspective. Are you trying to play this aggressively, hard on the hammer, working your way up through the field, or trying to play it conservatively and playing it pretty patient?
I'm more of a patient driver, but 15 laps is not a lot of time. So if you start at 8th or 10th, you got to move up in a hurry, because if you get those 2 or 3 really good cars out in front, there's no way you're going to catch them. So you got to get there before they do.
I know in a couple of weeks this bomber division, this Busch Bomber division, has a 25-lap feature event. It's an extra distance race for you guys. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I can't wait for the 25-lap feature, because my car really handles good, so I think that'll benefit me well.
How would you play that race differently than a normal 15-lap feature? The same way as you would, aggressive? Or pretty conservative, excuse me?
Yeah, I think the patience will really help you, because the tires are going to go away about lap 10, so the last 15 laps you're going to have cars really start to back up.
Now, John Michael, would you like to take this time on camera to thank sponsors, crew members, family, friends, anybody that helps out? I know a lot of long hours go into these race cars to make them go successfully. Would you like to thank anybody?
Yeah, I would definitely like to thank the VFW for sponsoring me a little bit. Got my cousin Speedy, who does a lot of work on the car. Bill Desatel, I got to thank Nancy for keeping my car over there. I mean, I got a lot of family members that come every week, so I'd like to thank them too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to cut this interview a little short because John Michael's got to go over to the drivers' meeting here at Airborne. Well, hold on to your hat. The boys are ready to rumble in the Airborne Half Mile. Racing action is next on Motorsports Magazine.
11 is Lance Raptoy, 51 is Freeman Sawyer, the 7 is Lonnie Rivers, the 02 is Jimmy Collins, and the 73, Larry Underwood, back with his car number 73. The green flag is out as we kick off another Saturday night of short track racing at the Big A. First qualifier takes the green flag. And they're running side by side for the lead out front. It's Andrew Bordeaux in the 08, Rick Donor in the 86. Bordeaux getting a little bit of a push down the backstretch into turn number 3 from car 10 and Josh Allen. Now last week, Joe Daniels drove that 10 car and almost won. Josh Allen back into the car this week, running on the inside, right now battling for the second spot as Andrew Bordeaux shows the way with the 08. It's Allen in car number 10. It's the 86 of Rick Donor working on the outside as they run side by side for that second spot. Now remember, you want to be in the top 3. Only the top 3 cars will advance to the 6-lap dash for cash. So the heat is on to stay in the top 3. And right now that heat is on. Josh Allen in the 10 car. Bordeaux would qualify. He's leading. Donor running in the second spot would qualify. Now you see some of the other cars really trying to hustle to the front. They know if they want a shot at that bonus cash, they have to get past that 10 car, and Allen was hanging on to the 3rd spot by about 2 feet. So the pressure is on tonight qualifying for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. Only the top 3 cars will advance into the 6-lap dash for cash. And right now it's side by side for that 3rd spot. And there's 2 fast cars right behind, the 10 and the 69, looking to get into that top 3. We're halfway through the qualifier. The 08 of Andrew Bordeaux leads. The 86 of Rick Donor runs in the 2nd spot. 3rd is the Big Daddy Don Franklin now on the outside as he moves that Subway Amerigas-sponsored 69 to 3rd. But here comes Josh Allen back after him on the inside. They run side by side for 3rd, side by side for the 5th spot as well. The 11 of Lance Raptoy, the 13 of Joe Warner. Right behind them is Lonnie Rivers in car number 7. Throw a blanket on the 5 cars that are battling it out for that 3rd spot. 1 and 2. The 08 of Andrew Bordeaux, the 86 of Rick Donor, right now running safe as they would be in qualified positions for the 6-lap bonus cash drive later on tonight. 2 laps to go for Andrew Bordeaux. That battle for 3rd not going away. The 10 of Josh Allen, the 69 of Don Franklin, still just about even that last lap at the start-finish line. Lance Raptoy runs behind them in 11 car. He's got no place to go, trying to find a way around or at least get into the fight for this 3rd and final transfer spot. White flag is out. Franklin's got 3rd at the stripe. Raptoy thinks about making a move to the top of turns 1 and 2. Goes up there, but he's running out of time. It looks like the 08 and the 86 are going to transfer into the 6-lap dash for cash. The battle is on for third. Here they come. Off turn number 4. Checkered flag Bordeaux wins. Donor is second at the line. Franklin gets third with the 69. Fourth goes to Josh Allen in car 10. Lance Raptoy fifth with car number 11. So the 08 and the 86 qualify for the 6-lap dash for cash for the Renegade division. And joining them, the other qualified driver out of this first heat is car number 69 for Don Franklin. Shotgun is middleman in the 2. 11 cars, qualifier number 2, green flag. McClatchy drifted up along the front stretch, trying to maximize his speed going into turns 1 and 2. He'll lead him off the second turn. Rob Favreau falling down to the inside, moving to turn number 3. He is going to take the lead going into turn number 4. Rob Favreau to lead lap number 1 in the 22 car. Kevin Boutin's to the inside. Boutin already up to the 3rd spot. He'd like to get into the mix for the dash for cash. And based on how strong he has run this season, if he can finish in the top 3, he might be one of the strong contenders. Could even call him the favorite, as the 6 cars that would qualify right now would be the 08, the 86, the 69, the 22, the 25, and the 70. Now, Rob Favreau has also been fast this year with that 22 car, and he is pulling away out front. Favreau leads by 6 car lengths. Boutin runs in the 2nd spot. McClatchy runs 3rd in car 70. Here comes the 357 in car 43. The 43 is Josh Terry. The 357 is Curtis Seymour. Those cars run 4th and 5th around the racetrack. Terry working into the 4th spot on the outside. Now pulls right behind car number 70 and Jason McClatchy. McClatchy will be feeling the heat in this qualifier because right now he's in that final transfer spot. Interesting that 6-time winner Robert Gordon right now working in the 6th position, trying to move into the top 3. He's got a lot of work to do, though. He'll have to pass the 357, the 43, and the 70 if he's going to get into that qualified spot. Rob Favreau sitting pretty out front with car number 22. He's got a sizable advantage. It's now about 7 or 8 car lengths going to 3 and 4. Kevin Boutin in car number 25 running in that 2nd spot. McClatchy running 3rd, and here comes Terry to the inside. A bobble in turn number 4 opened up room for Josh Terry to the inside as they race to 1 and 2. Josh Terry sticks the nose out in front. He'll take that 3rd spot away from Jason McClatchy. McClatchy comes back after him on the top. Jason McClatchy in car number 70 will drive it deep into turns 3 and 4, but Terry's got a good run on the inside. He'll drift up the racetrack. A little bobble from the 43. That could bring the H2O into the mix. McClatchy right onto the back bumper of car 43. Sitting in that 3rd spot is Josh Terry. Here comes Robert Gordon. Gordon trying to get into the fight. Gordon looks to the inside of car number 70. McClatchy in the 70. Gordon in the H2O. Racing for the 4th spot. Gordon has the 4th position as they race off turn number 4. The white flag is out. The 22 and the 25 are going to qualify, no doubt about it. Can the 43 hold off the H2O? Favreau in the 22, his lead is really fallen off now, just a couple of car lengths over Kevin Boutin in the 25. Josh Terry trying to drive that smooth line around. Final time, here they come off 4, checkered flag. Favreau's in, Boutin is in, and Josh Terry's in car number 43. Robert Gordon finishes 4th, 5th to Jason McClatchy. 6th will go to Curtis Seymour in car 357. First time out this season for Chris Frenier. He's from West Shazy in his car number 93. 10 cars ready to run. First qualifier as they look to advance to the dash for cash. Only the top 3 get in. Green flag is out. That outside line comes to life as the 24 Pelkey drives around the 56 on the outside. Dave Raptoy looking 3 wide, perhaps off the second turn. Dives it way down to the inside. Casey St. Clair in the 56 stuck in the middle. Here comes Raptoy through on the inside. Sean Duquette trying to hang on, and they just sneak through off turn number 4. Raptoy goes to the 3rd spot. Keith Pelkey shows the way in car number 24. The 44 of Tyler Terry runs in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Dave Raptoy in the 21. That's a gap back to the 33 of Travis Bruno. Robin Wood runs in the 4th spot. Stuck on the outside, Casey St. Clair in the 56. And also moving quickly towards the front is Bucko Branham in car number 20. Keith Pelkey is the leader. Tyler Terry running in the 2nd spot as the top 3 cars try to separate from the rest of the pack. Right now, it's the 24, the 44, and the 21. If they stick in line, I think they'll try to pull away from the 4th place runner, Travis Bruno, in car number 33. Bruno right now feeling the heat. He's got Robin Wood on his back bumper. Black flag out for the Frenier 93. There's room off turn number 2 as Robin Wood tries to move through on the inside. Dave Raptoy trying to get to the 2nd spot as they're racing for 2nd. Raptoy in the 21. He's coming through on the inside. He's going to go to the 2nd spot. Tyler Terry back to 3rd. Robin Wood is up to 4th. Lap number 4 goes up on the board. 6 laps remain in this qualifier. Robin Wood separated from that third spot by about 8 car lengths in the middle of the backstretch. So he's got some laps to work with. He's going to have to charge quickly towards the front unless there's a caution that would close that gap for him. Halfway through the qualifier, 5 to go. Keith Pelkey leads. The 21 of Dave Raptoy runs second. Tyler Terry works third. And what was 7 or 8 car lengths is now down to about 5 as Robin Wood is closing in on the back bumper of the 44. 5-time winner, defending track champion with the Ghana Bingo Rent-A-Wreck Leland's Barbershop number 61. Robin Wood running in the 4th spot. Tyler Terry sitting third, now just a car length in front of that car number 61. Dave Raptoy, he looks inside car 24. Keith Pelkey drifting up towards the wall off turn number 4, hanging on to it along the front stretch. Raptoy looking to the inside as they race off to turn number 1. The 24 leads, the 21 runs in the 2nd spot. Third is Tyler Terry. 4th is Robin Wood, but Wood is going for that 3rd spot right now. He looks to the inside, going to the 3rd turn. Here comes Robin Wood in car number 61 as Dave Raptoy goes for the lead off turn number 4. 2 laps to go for the leaders. It was still the 24 of Keith Pelkey at the stripe. Dave Raptoy works in the 2nd spot. Robin Wood has 3rd off of turn number 2. Here comes Raptoy for the lead down the backstretch. Robin Wood looking to go to the 3rd position. He's there. Tyler Terry running at 4th. Bucko Branham is also in the mix with car number 20. White flag is out for the leaders. Almost a dead heat. It looked like Pelkey by inches at the stripe. Dave Raptoy in the 21 takes the lead on the inside off turn number 2. Only the top 3 will get into the dash for cash. 250 bonus bucks on the line. If you're not in the top 3, you got no shot at it. Here they come off turn number 4. Pelkey way up high off the wall. The winner is going to be Raptoy. Pelkey 2nd, Wood 3rd, 4th to Branham, 5th to Tyler Terry, 6th to Travis Bruno, 7th will go to the 18 of Sean Duquette. Then it's Casey St. Clair and Howard Stoner. Shotgun on the field in car number 7. In the Pepper Restaurant sponsored car from Plattsburgh, it's Cody Aubin. 9 cars, that's the field. Green flag. 10 laps the distance in this second qualifier, and again, only the top 3 get in. An inside line trying to roll the 4 off of turn number 2, going for the lead, or trying to hang on to the lead, I should say, as they're 3 wide for the 3rd position. Jamie Begor in the 19 trying to come through down on the inside. The 68 of Jamie Atkins on the outside. Jimmy Bushy in car number 11 has moved to the 3rd spot. The leader out front is car number 4 for Brandon Atkins. Mike Shagnon on the outside trying to take the lead away. Begor with a good run down on the inside of the racetrack to get to that 3rd spot. Again, 3rd position, that's where the heat's on. That's where you got to be if you're going to advance to the dash for cash. Mike Shagnon's got the lead with car number 86. Shagnon is the leader with the 86. Brandon Atkins in car number 4 runs in the 2nd spot. Jamie Begor in car number 19 runs 3rd. Atkins drifts up off a 2 down the backstretch, trying to get to the back bumper of the 86 car. Can't quite get there. Jimmy Bushy running on the outside and running well. He's trying to take 3rd away from Begor and has that 3rd spot at the line. Good battle for 3rd. The 86 of Shagnon shows the way, and it's a car length to 2 now. His advantage out front. The 4 of Atkins make it 3 wide for 2nd. Begor on the inside. Brandon Atkins in the middle. The 11 of Jimmy Bushy stuck on the outside now. Here comes Begor through on the inside. He's going to go to the 2nd spot. Nick Haywood trying to go with him. 3 wide battle for 3rd. Haywood's on the inside. Brandon Atkins in the middle. Jimmy Bushy in car number 11 stuck on the rim, working that 3rd line around the racetrack as Nick Haywood goes to the 3rd spot with a 29. Begor works on the inside of the racetrack. He's looking for the lead going into turn number 4. Shagnon takes it up towards the wall off the 4th turn at the line. Jamie Begor is the leader. Shagnon runs in the 2nd position. Nick Haywood is at 3rd. Jimmy Bushy, in car number 11 runs in the 4th spot. Begor leads, pulling away to 3 car lengths. Nick Haywood running in 2nd. 3rd is Mike Shagnon in car number 86. 4th is Jimmy Bushy in car number 11. And Dan Sullivan has moved to the top 5. He works in the 5th spot with car number 3. So it's Jamie Begor leading by 3 car lengths. Nick Haywood in the 2nd spot. Then about 3 car lengths back to Mike Shagnon in car number 86. That's the car that's going to be feeling the heat. Jimmy Bushy has to get to that 3rd position if he wants to advance. Right now running at 4th, and behind him, Dan Sullivan in the 3 car. Bushy taking his car right up towards the wall, coming off of the 4th turn that last lap. Now he looks down to the inside, trying to challenge for the 3rd spot. Can Bushy get there? Shagnon in the 86. There's contact on the middle of the backstretch. Sullivan diving down to the inside with a 3 car. Shagnon continues to work that higher line. Bushy, though, his car wants to push up the track, and he can't quite stick down on the inside. 2 laps to go. The top two cars are going to advance, it looks like, barring some type of mechanical failure. The 19 and the 29 are running strong first and second, but the battle's a good one for third. Sullivan's trying to get in on it in that 3 car. The 86 of Shagnon has third. Here comes the 11 again, pushing up the racetrack. Off turn number 4, the white flag is out. 3-car battle for third. Bushy had it at the stripe. Boy, Dan Sullivan, if he can get to the inside off of turn number 4, he might have a shot because both the 11 and 86 don't want to stick on the inside. Here he comes, 3 wide into turn number 3. 3-car battle for third. Bushy is sideways. The 3 trying to come through on the inside. They're all over each other. Shagnon's going to take that third spot. Oh, that was pretty good for that third position. Mike Shagnon says thank you very much. The 3 and the 11 are leaning on each other through turns 3 and 4. And Shagnon says, well, I'm going to try to get it to stick on the outside, and he's able to do it. The 86 advances as he gets third. Jamie Begor wins it. The second spot goes to Nick Haywood. And then it's the 86 of Mike Shagnon advancing out of the second qualifier.
Mini modifieds at a slow pace coming off turn 4. Green flag is out. Qualifier number 1 is underway. LaFountain on the outside, Newell on the inside. Richner looking for a way by as they head up the backstretch. They're 4 wide heading up the backstretch. Will Speedy think of making it 5 wide? They've already proven once they can go 6. 35 of Seymour is sideways, but he hangs onto it. The fan car, a Favreau spins around, but he keeps it going. Will stay green. Tim LaFountain leads the way in the 41 car. Scotty Richner's second in the 21. Eric Riel moves right alongside. He's going to stick a nose in front. He'll take over his second. Richner will try to come back, but it'll be Riel moving to the number 2 spot. Richner runs third. Speedy is fourth in the 0-3. Those 4 cars have pulled away from the 5th place car of Josh Laporte. That's the 45 car, followed by the 35 of Jason Seymour. 4 wide for the lead. Look at this. Richner on the outside. Speedy backs out of it as they head into 3. On the inside, it's the 0-2, Eric Riel looking for the lead. Tim LaFountain hanging tough on the outside. Halfway in this first qualifier for the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds. And here they come again up the backstretch. 4 wide again. Richner on the far outside, Laporte on the inside. Speedy's got the lead on the inside. Two to go. Speedy Brissett, your leader. We've got trouble on the front stretch. Riel's 0-2 in the 41 of LaFountain. 4 laps complete. 2 laps remain. We are ready to go back to green. Speedy Brissett 0-3. Josh Laporte 45. They battled to the checkered flag last Saturday night with Laporte coming out on top. Speedy wants to reverse it in this first qualifier. Good jump by the 0-3. He's going to lead him up the backstretch and open up a 2-car length advantage on the 45. And they have driven away from the 3rd place car of Scott Richner. Whalen moves up to 4th outside the 41 of LaFountain. White flag for Speedy. Laporte trying to come back on the inside. Gains ground in the corners, but Speedy starts to edge away just a bit down the backstretch once again. We'll see this 45 car try to close in once again as they come off turn 4 the final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Your winner, Speedy Brissett. Josh Laporte finishes second. Scott Richner gets the 3rd spot, followed by Mike Whalen in the 11 and Tim LaFountain in car number 41. Second qualifier, ready to go. LaVarnway 13, Varno 07, off turn 4, down to the green. Nice start. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Look at the king on the outside. Jamie LaFountain in the 20, the 07 of Jim Varno. They both move around the 13 of Josh LaVarnway as they're 4 wide into turn 3. The king on the outside, Varno on the inside, side by side off turn 4. Even at the stripe, perhaps LaFountain with the nose in front. Jamie's going to grab the lead coming off turn 2 and lead him up the backstretch, but here comes Eric Sales on the move in the 47 car. Sales looks inside of Varno. He wants to take that 2nd spot away. Chris LeVere has moved to 4, up to the number 4 spot. Chris Clark runs 5th. LaVarnway back to 6th. Josh LeClaire is 7th. Matt Brusso battles alongside John Bradley for the 8th spot. And we come back to Rico Hernandez in the 3, and Fast Freddy can see them all. Eric Sales grabs the lead in turn 3, and he'll lead him down to the halfway point. Sales your leader. The Fountain is back to second. Chris Clark's on the move in the 77 car. Clark takes third as they're 3 wide up the backstretch for the number 4 spot. Varno hung on the far outside. LeVere wisely backs out as Josh Leclerc moves up on the inside. 2 to go. Eric Sales is just driving away from this second place battle. A battle that Chris Clark sticks a nose in front as they head up the backstretch. Jamie LaFountain on the outside in the 20. Chris Clark inside in the 77. And Josh Leclerc moving up quickly in the 7. LeVere does a nice job to hang on to the 4 car as he got sideways off the 4th turn. Up the backstretch, the final time. Eric Sales is your leader, but we've got a heck of a battle going on for that number 2 spot. Chris Clark, 77. Jamie LaFountain's number 20. They're still together off turn 4. Checkered flag in the air for Eric Sales. Second will go to Clark. LaFountain finishes 3rd. 4th will go to the 7 of Josh Leclerc, and Chris LeVere will round out your top 5 in car number 4.
From Saranac Lake, Pat will start 8th. Row number 5 on the inside, Budweiser 10 for Pat McGrail. Shotgun on the field, and car number 23, it is Alex Bell from Cambridge, New York, as the green flag is out. Bell in that 23 machine making his first appearance at the Speedway. And he was looking forward to the opportunity to run here at Airborne, liked the car that he had underneath him. First experience, of course, here at the racetrack, and looking forward to racing tonight in that number 23 machine. He's been doing some racing with the CVRA down in Albany, Saratoga, as well as at Devil's Bowl. The leader is Bryant Trim from the outsider on number 1. Trim taking the lead away from Greg Atkins in the 1. The 100 of Roger Labreche runs in the 3rd spot. Chris Kaye in car number 18 tries to wheel his way underneath, but Labreche goes to the top of the track, and he's trying to eye the 1 of Atkins. Pat Dupree is off the pace. Patrick Dupree, and is he bobbling? Then looks like something is broken on the back of that race car, the way that is bouncing all around the racetrack. So the point leader and defending track champion has the issue that leads him into the infield in his qualifier. And you know what that means, folks. In the feature event, that 24 is coming from way in the back of the pack. The 28 of Bryant Trim shows the way. The 1 of Greg Atkins works in the 2nd spot. Roger Labreche in the 100. Chris Kaye in the 18. They go back and forth. Seesaw battle for that 3rd position. Trim leading. Kaye trying to find room underneath the 1 of Atkins off turn number 2, and the room is not to be found as Atkins pulls away down the backstretch. Labreche in that 100 trying to nose forward. Goes to the top of the track, taking it up by the wall off turn number 4. He'll take 3rd away from Kaye. It kind of bottlenecks behind that 18 of Kaye. You've got Leon Gagnon in the 4. You've got the 78 of Vince Quinville looking to run. Quinville drawing right up on the back bumper of the 4 car of Gagnon, now diving down to the inside as they try to fight for that 5th position. Labreche in the 100 again to the top of the racetrack. He'll go around Atkins on the outside, and he'll take the 2nd spot away. Roger Labreche in the 100 from Saint-Remy, Quebec, and the Pearson Pelletier 100 goes to 2nd. It is Atkins running 3rd. Wheel to wheel for 4th. It's the 18 of Kaye and the 4 of Gagnon. Right behind them, it's Vince Quinville in the 78. The battle continues now. It is on for 3rd. It's a 3-car battle for 3rd. Leon Gagnon had to get out of it off of turn number 2 as the 1 drifted up and took away his line. He got on the binders and now gets back in the hunt for that 3rd spot. 2 laps to go for the leader, Bryant Trim. Labreche was able to quickly chase him down. Tire smoke on the 28 going into turn number 1. Labreche closes in on the back bumper, down the backstretch going into 3 and 4. 3rd is still Greg Atkins in the 1, holding off Leon Gagnon. Chris Kaye right behind them, sitting in 5th. As the white flag is out, there's 1 lap to go. Bryant Trim in the 28 leading. Roger Labreche still running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is still Greg Atkins. Gagnon gets a good run off turn number 2 for 3rd. He'll move it down to the inside, try to hustle it into 3 and 4. He's going to take that 3rd place away, it looks like. Winner is Bryant Trim. 2nd is Roger Labreche. 3rd goes to Leon Gagnon. 4th to Greg Atkins. 5th, Chris Kaye. 6th goes to the 78 of Vince Quinville. Then it's Pat McGrail, 7th, 8th to Alex Bell, and then Jason Bruno finishes in 9th. Second qualifier is ready to run. 10 laps the distance for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. Jimmy Ryan and Mike Riel sit on row number 1. They get on the hammer off of turn number 4. Here they come along the front stretch, and the green flag is out. Jimmy Ryan leads the field into turn number 2. Mike Riel diving down off the top of the track to the inside of the backstretch as he was able to diamond that turn. Look at Dan Brown on the outside with the 327. How about 3 wide going to turn number 4? Chris Vernal trying to thread the needle. The 27 of Grady had to get on the binders or avoid sending that 97 car right up towards the wall. As Vernal with an aggressive move to try to gain a spot. The 55 of Matt Woodruff's off the pace. Woodruff is slow. That's the Liquor and Wine Warehouse sponsored car. He is going to keep it rolling into turns 3 and 4. See if he can keep it at speed or perhaps no. He's got it rolling fast enough that we'll keep the green flag out for now. Jimmy Ryan in car number 60 shows the way. Dan Brown running in the second spot with a 327. Then it is the 02 of Mike Riel. Fourth is Chris Vernal. Running in fifth, it is Max Vienne. The 55 of Woodruff will get back to the exit and head back to the garage area. Ryan leading by 2 car lengths. Brown in the 327, then a gap back to the 02 of Mike Riel. And it's Chris Vernal in the 97 car. Max Vienne lifting that left front tire right up off the racing surface in the number 46. They run wheel to wheel for the 6th position. It's the 80 of Andy Haywood on the inside, the 27 of Cam Grady on the outside, and Andy Haywood is going to get that spot. Cam Grady coming back to the inside now. 3 cars battling for third. The 02 of Mike Riel has that third spot. Max Vienne trying to get fourth away from Chris Vernal. Good battle for position. You can see the 46 of Max Vienne really using up that right rear tire, lighting it up off turn number 2. It allowed him to get the spot away from Vernal to the 97, who's working the middle and top of the racetrack. The leader, Jimmy Ryan. Second, Dan Brown. Third, Mike Riel. Fourth is Max Vienne. Fifth is Chris Vernal. Sixth is Andy Haywood. Seventh is the 27 of Cam Grady. And running in the 8th spot, it is the 1 Quebec of Pierre Bertillon. And again, that 1 car has won a race this season. Well, that was a lap where the 27 of Cam Grady over in turns 3 and 4. He actually got the front tire down off the racing surface. I believe clipped a cone that was over there. You can see that debris. The leader is about to hit. Oh, Dan Brown just ran it over. That debris kicking up towards turn number 4. One of the rubber cones that was on the inside of the turn. Jimmy Ryan showing the way with car number 60. His lead is 3 car lengths over the 327 of Brown. Mike Riel's been able to hold on to that third spot. He's felt the heat a couple of times. You can see the dirt that was kicked up by the 27 out of the racetrack with the white flag out. Gary Townsley and his crew may have some work to do after this one with the debris that's over there in 3 and 4. Final lap, Jimmy Ryan with a Flying Ryan Auto Body, number 60, takes it up to the wall off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. The Shoreham Vermont driver gets it done. Dan Brown is second. Third to Mike Riel. Fourth goes to Max Vienne. Fifth to Chris Vernal. Sixth to Andy Haywood. Seventh goes to Cam Grady. Eighth will go to Pierre Bertillon. That 7th spot, there is Martin Roy from Napierville, Quebec in the Gamache Truck Center number 90. He'll start 8th. And shotgun on the field from Queensbury, New York. It is Colleen Salisbury in the 13. 9 cars ready to run. Green flag. Mike Wells from the outside row number 1. Pulling what you could argue is the most popular victory of the season about a month ago. He is the leader in this 3rd heat. Michael Lebrecht running in the 2nd spot with a 99. Craig Riel down on the inside, trying to challenge for that 2nd spot. Mike Finney's moving, though, in that car number 38. He's going to the top. Oh, Lebrecht got sideways, and that took all the momentum away, and now it boxes up off of turn number 2. Richard Tesser in the number 49. An innocent victim in all of that as the yellow flag comes out. Slow pace, going to 3 and 4. Mike Wells about to get on the hammer. Let's see if he can drive away. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Well, that outside line, the 38 Finney, he's snookered right now behind the 99 as that outside line really backed up. Martin Roy trying to get underneath the 38 of Finney as he saw what was happening in front of him, and he dove down to the inside to try to find a racing room. Here comes Craig Riel to the inside of Mike Wells to take the lead. Craig Riel to the point with a Plattsburgh Radiator CO2. He is leading and pulling away off turn number 2. Mike Wells runs on the 2nd spot. Wells is off the pace, it looks like. The B3 of Aaron Barnaby closed very quickly and just flies down to the inside. He'll take the 2nd position away, and here comes George Foley. Foley in the 34 to the inside. Wells fighting a handle on that 76. Boy, that car seems to be evil right now, that 76. Martin Roy running in the 5th position as he'll try to close in on the 76 of Mike Wells. The leader is Craig Riel, and he continues to pull away. Aaron Bartamy running in the second spot. Third is George Foley with a 34. Then it's Mike Wells in that 76. Martin Roy in the number 90, running in the fifth spot. Here comes Foley. Foley looking for second to the inside of turns 3 and 4. Line taken away by Bartamy. Along the front stretch, he'll fall in line and keep running in third. Halfway in this third and final qualifier for the Mod Squad. The leader, Craig Riel, by almost half the backstretch. Then it's the B3 of Bartamy. Foley in that 34. Wheel to wheel for fourth. Here comes Martin Roy through on the inside to grab the fourth spot away from Mike Wells. Wells trying to hang with him on the outside line, but Martin is able to pull through. Wells in the 76 running in fifth. Then it's Mike Finney in the number 38. Richard Tisser in the number 49. Coming from the back of the pack, trying to get around Finney on the outside. He'll take it up towards the wall, trying to find running room. But now perhaps he will be stalled with his progress as he's got Mike Wells working that same line right in front of him. So he's kind of boxed behind the 76 and the 38. How about 3 wide? No, thought better of that. Richard Tisser saw a chance perhaps to thread the needle, but in a qualifier thought better of it. A wise move. Less than 2 laps remaining for Craig Riel, whose lead is 10 car lengths over George Foley, who has moved to the second spot. Meanwhile, we've got a car that has spun off of turn number 2. That is Mike Wells in the 76. As it looks like parts have come flying off that 76 car as well. You can see them smoking in the middle of the turn. All right, here they come into turn number 4, working now along the front stretch, and there's the green flag. George Foley's going to go to the top of the track. Foley sizing up Craig Riel, working the rim, and Riel takes a little momentum away. Foley's still there on the outside. Riel goes down to the inside, can't push up now. Foley's there on the outside. Now Riel's going to drive away from the inside. 1 to go. Let's see if Foley can make a move on the final lap. Had to get on the binders going into number 1. It's a car length advantage off turn number 2. Foley looks outside going to 3. Riel works down to the inside of the track. Foley goes to the top, now comes down towards the inside. Drag race for the win. Checkered flag is out at the line. Oh man, that was tight. And the AMB scoring monitor tells us that the 34 of George Foley gets the win by inches at the line.
Busch Bombers head off turn 4, down to the green flag. It's a good even start as Travis Sherman in the 21 will start to pull away as they hit turn 2. Up the backstretch the first time, Sherman is your leader in the 21. The 8 ball of Tyler Brissett runs in the number 2 spot. Good battle for third. Rob Sainz inside. Bill Joyle Sr. on the outside. Caution flag is out. We've got a couple of different spins going on. Joe Fountain, 77 in the front stretch. And up in turn 3, the 44 of Brandon Nolan has come to a halt. Field comes off turn 4. Green flag is out. Sherman gets the jump once again. He will lead him up the backstretch. That's perhaps one of the slowest starts in Airborne history. And the field was not set lineup-wise, so we're going to throw out the yellow and try it one more time. So here we go. Take 3 Bomber qualifier, back to the green flag. And once again, it's Travis Sherman on the inside of the 21. But this time, Rob Sainz is going to pull through on the inside. He'll take that second spot as they head up the backstretch. John Michael Brissett's on the move, as is Bill Joyle Sr. in the 58. Both of those 2 cars want by that 3 and 8 car. Good battle for the number 2 spot as Travis Sherman starts to edge away up the backstretch. John Michael on the far outside, moving up to 4th as the 24 car of Walt Parrott is slow in the bunker. He gets it refired, will stay green. 3 wide on the outside for the Brissett 14 as he wants to take that number 2 spot. John Michael looking to make it 3 in a row in the Bomber main event later on tonight. Right now he's moved into the number 2 spot in the qualifiers. The field is halfway. Travis Sherman is picking him up and laying him down up front as he has built up a half a backstretch lead in the 14 of JMB. He's pulled away from Bill Joyle Sr. in the number 3 spot. Signs is 4th. Dale O'Neill 5th. Josh Duravage moves up inside, and he wants to take that 5th spot away. The 72 of Curtis LaGrave is on the move as well. He'll go to 6th, dropping O'Neill back to 7th. Brissett 8th. 9th is the 7 car of Brian Montroy. And Ray Germain rounds out the top 10 in the 19. White flag is out. Travis Sherman is home free. John Michael Brissett maintaining that 2nd spot as they run single file up the backstretch, the top 10 spots. Sherman heads to the lacquer shop, 21 into turn 4. Down the front stretch, checkered flag in the air from Butch Hendry. Travis Sherman is your winner. JMB gets 2nd. 3rd spot goes to Bill Joyle. 4th at the line to Rob Sines. And the 5th spot will go to the 72 of Curtis LaGrave Jr.
That's Rob Favreau in the 22 and Andrew Bordeaux in the 08. 6 cars, 6 laps. Dash for cash is on. Green flag. Josh Terry in the number 43 and the 69 of Don Franklin. Well, Franklin wants $250. He's going to take the lead off of turn number 2. Josh Terry says, not so fast. I want $250. He's going to come back after him on the inside. They race down to the stripe, and it is the big daddy, Don Franklin. He's got Subway on the hood of that car, $250. Could buy a lot of subs. And the big daddy would like to have a nice old sandwich or two. It's Don Franklin leading with the 69. Josh Terry in the 43 in that 2nd spot, coming back after him on the inside. As they race off turn number 4, lap number 2, it's going to be Don Franklin by inches on the outside. Almost dead even that time at the stripe. But Booten sits 3rd. He's just about a half car length off the back bumper of the leaders. He wants to get into the mix. They keep running side by side. It'll be a 3-car battle for the lead. Here they come off of turn number 4. Again, it looks like Terry has a good surge on the inside, and he's got the lead. Laps 1 and 2 were led by the Big Daddy. Lap number 3 led by Josh Terry in car 43. And now he is pulling away. Terry in that 43 car. Franklin in the 69 on the outside, starting to lose sight of him a little bit. Here comes Booten trying to come through on the inside. Just 2 laps to go for Josh Terry. A youngster from Saranac in that 43 car, leading by a car length and a half. It is the 69 of Franklin in the 2nd spot, and it is Fairfax, Vermont's Kevin Boutin running in 3rd. Terry would like to see him battle for 2nd behind him. That's exactly what they're doing. Josh Terry leading by 4 car lengths off turn number 2. Kevin Boutin in a 25 has 2nd, but he doesn't have any time to chase down the 43. They race for the final time into the 4th turn. Here they come down the front stretch. How about $250 for 6 laps, Josh Terry? You won it. Looked like Kevin Boutin finished in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to Don Franklin with the 69, then Rob Favreau, Rick Donor, and Andrew Bordeaux. Not bad. 6 cars, 6 laps. Green flag. Jamie Begor from the outside of the front row will try to take the lead in turn number 2. He's got the nose out in front. Raptoy tries to hang with him. Begor goes to the point. Look at Robin Wood charging. Wood trying to get to the inside of that 24 car. He'll go to the 4th position. Nick Haywood goes to the top of the racetrack as they race off the 4th turn. Jamie Begor leads the 1st lap. Dave Raptoy at the line had 2nd. Running in the 3rd spot was Nick Haywood in car number 29. Sitting in 3rd, Robin Wood running in the 4th spot with car number 61. Begor's lead is 4 car lengths as they go to the 3rd turn, side by side for 2nd. Wood in that 61 car waiting to see how things play out in front of him. He's got no place to work right now with the number 61. Jamie Begor's lead is 4. Nick Haywood trying to finish the pass of car number 21. Dave Raptoy back to 3rd. Robin Wood will also go to the top of the racetrack as they try to work around Raptoy. Meanwhile, 4 car lengths becomes 5 as they race to turn 3 and 4. Now down along the front stretch, halfway in the 6-lap dash for Jamie Begor. The Moore's New York driver showing the way with the Begor supply number 19, leading by 5 off turn number 2. There goes Robin Wood to the top. Robin Wood takes the Gunny Inca Bingo. Renterek, Leland's Barbershop 61 to the outside of turns 3 and 4. He'll take the second spot away from Nick Haywood. Here they come off the fourth turn, 2 laps to go for Jamie Begor. Can Robin Wood chase down Jamie Begor in 2 laps? Begor works down on the inside of the racetrack, now takes it to the top off turn number 2. Wood has passed Haywood, and now it's about a 6-car length disadvantage, and he's got about a lap and a quarter to work with. Begor races off at turn number 4. 1 lap to go. The white flag is out for Jamie Begor. At the stripe, the disadvantage was 5 car lengths. Begor works down to the inside, now again takes it to the top off 2. Robin Wood doing the same thing with the number 61. 5 car lengths still the lead for Begor running into turns 3 and 4. Here he comes, final time off the 4th turn. $250 to the pocket of Jamie Begor. Robin Wood second, third, Nick Haywood fourth to Dave Raptoy, fifth goes to Keith Pelkey, and sixth goes to Mike Shagnon.
All right, Jamie Begor out of his car. He's the Sportsman Dash for Cash winner. Peachy, come on over this way. Started on point, or started on the outside of row number 1, and I think you were thinking that's the key for you. You had to get a good start.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the outside lane is definitely the preferred lane, and luckily we had some luck on our side and started out there tonight and got a good run off of Dave and got a win.
And once you were able to get that lead going into turn number 2, you pulled away to about 5 car lengths, and you were able to run the line that you wanted to. Down to the inside of the turns and then taking it to the top, it looked like.
Yeah, definitely. That way you don't lose any momentum. It's all about momentum right now, and you got to keep all 8 cylinders chucking down the backstretch, and it worked out for us.
6 laps, $250, not bad.
No, we'll take it. I got to thank my crew, Kyle and Timmy and Dean. My wife, Beth, these guys put a lot of work into it. Sponsors, Begor's Supply, Begor Seamless Gutters, Agency Insurance, who's here tonight sponsoring the race, Van Courts, ADS Pipe, AmeriGas, G&L Construction, Dragoons, Ellenbury Auto Parts, Rebido Brothers. I mean, without these people, this wouldn't be possible, and friends and family for supporting us.
All right, that's Jamie Begor, everybody, and now we'll go over and talk to Josh Terry as Josh wins the 6-lap Dash for Cash for the Renegades. Not a feature event, but only a matter of time before this 43 took a checkered flag. And for you, the car was strong in the qualifier and strong as well in that 6-lap dash.
Yep. It's been a long time since I've been here, since the 4 cylinders. I got to thank all my sponsors, Regal Bakery, Brookfield Excavating, Lorman's, Adirondack Transmissions, everybody that helps me out. Thanks.
And as we talked about with Jamie, only 6 laps for $250. That's a pretty good deal.
Oh, that's a really good deal. I was glad to win it.
Well, congratulations, Joss, on getting that victory. Michelle and Max Vienna are here from the Regal Bakery. I know you'll shake their hand in a second. Nice job.
Thanks.
All right, so that's Josh Terry, everybody, as he wins the Dash for Cash for the Renegades. And again, we want to thank Michelle and Max Vienne from the Regal Bakery up in the province of Quebec for their support of the Dash for Cash races for both the Sportsman as well as the Renegade divisions.
25 laps tonight for the Renegades. Point leader, make that point leader Kevin Booten with an 11-point lead coming into this race over Robert Gordon. Green flag is out. Curtis Seymour's 357 did not come to life, and that boxed up the entire outside line. It really cost a bunch of spots for the 70 and the 25 as the 11 as well. Any car that was on the outside just went backwards as that 357 car did not fire. The field races off of turn number 4, and Rick Donor leads lap number 1 from the inside. Curtis Seymour will take the 357 into the infield. Lonnie Rivers in car number 7 back to the pits with that 7 car. Rick Donor in the 86, Andrew Bordeaux in the 08, Josh Allen in car number 10, Rob Favreau in the 22, Joel Warren in the 13. 5 cars leading at the front. And it's Don Franklin running in 6. Robert Gordon, the H2O, is already in 7th. That outside line, man, they were really handicapped as it backed up. Kevin Booten is trying to make a move now to the inside of car number 70 and Jason McClatchy. Right behind him is Lance Raptoy in car number 11. Then Josh Terry, who just won the Dash for Cash, runs behind the 11 car. Lots of side-by-side racing. Not out front, though. That's where Rick Donor is with car number 86. His lead is 3 car lengths. A little bobble off turn number 2. Here comes Andrew Bordeaux from the top of the racetrack in the 08. He closes in a little bit. Josh Allen hangs right with him. Side-by-side racing for second. And actually about the next 10 spots, it's side-by-side racing in the field. From second back to about 12th, they're running side-by-side. Josh Allen is able to clear Bordeaux from the inside in car number 10, and now he can work whatever line he'd like to. Rob Favreau is trying to do the same thing with his car number 22 as he tries to move to the inside of the 08. Rick Donor, that time off turn number 4, got a piece of the front stretch wall. As he drifted up to the wall off the 4th turn, actually slapped it with the right rear. That cost him some ground as the 10 of Josh Allen is closing in on the back bumper. Now, later on this week, the Renegade Division will be running a special race over at Thunder Road in Barrie, Vermont. Again, Donor slaps the wall coming off of turn number 4. Here comes Allen to the inside, almost got a piece of him, did get a piece of him. He had to get on the binders to save his car, and that allowed Donor to pull away a little bit. Donor pulled away to a car like Mega 2. Bordeaux is in the bunker. He's kicking up a whole bunch of dust and finally gets back out on the racetrack, but it cost him about a dozen spots. Rick Donor is the leader in car number 86. That car really drifts and pushes up the track off turn number 4. A couple of times now we've seen him slap the right rear against the front stretch wall. The field coming up on the 88 of Lance Sorrell. Sorrell working the top of the racetrack. Again, Donor will go up to the wall and come along the front stretch. Rick Donor is the leader in the 86 car. Smoke billowing out of car number 86 now. The leader's smoking. The 10 of Josh Allen in the second spot. Rob Favreau is closing in, though. Robert Gordon, the H2O, would like to make it win number 7 tonight with that H2O. He is sitting in the 4th spot. I wonder if perhaps something is rubbing on that right rear tire of Rick Donor's 86. I think it might be from damage that he has after slapping the front stretch wall a couple of times earlier in the race, and Rob Favreau is now in position to capitalize. Favreau coming through on the inside, looking for his second win of the season with that number 22. He's got the inside line. They're dead even, racing for the lead into the second turn. Donor puts the nose out in front again, trying to protect and hang on to the lead. Favreau comes back on the inside. He'll put the nose in front. They race into turn number 4. Here comes Rob Favreau on the inside. I think he's going to make the pass. He does. He finishes the pass along the front stretch, and Favreau's the new leader. Donor back to second. Third is Josh Allen at a 10. Robert Gordon looking to run with the H2O. The top 2-point guys are running 4th and 5th right now on the racetrack. Gordon is 4th. Kevin Booten runs in the 5th spot. And third place point man Lance Raptoy is in the 6th position with car number 11. Halfway this time for Rob Favreau. Rick Donor in car number 86 continues to work that higher line around the track. The 10 of Josh Allen trying to take second away from him. Side by side racing for position. Gordon goes with the 86, tries to push him along the backstretch into 3 and 4. The 25 of Booten is going with Allen down on the inside in that car number 10. Donor again up against the wall off the 4th turn. Allen goes to second. Kevin Booten following him through on the inside. That might be the faster way around right now on the inside as Donor goes to the top off turn number 2. Now everybody starts to fly past the 86. That right rear tire might be going down on his car. The 43 and the 11 make contact going to the 4th turn. They straighten things out and we'll stay under green flag. Rob Favreau is the leader. Running in second is Josh Allen. Third is Kevin Booten in the 25. How much longer? Then it's Gordon in the H2O. The point leader in the 25 looking to get to that second spot. Favreau with a sizable lead out front. He's got 10 laps to go. He does not want to see a yellow flag. A yellow flag will bring some heavy hitters into the mix. Oh, look out! Josh Terry along the front stretch. He gets a piece of the 86. And we've got a yellow flag just after I mentioned it. On the outside of row 2, running in 5th is Lance Raptoy at car number 11. Those cars in the top 5. Here they come. Green flag! Last week, Joe Daniels drove that number 10 car to a second place finish. Now Josh Allen trying to do the same thing, trying to take the lead. But look at Favreau go on the inside. Favreau into turn number 3, pulling away. He's taking the inside line with him. The 25 of Booten to the inside. He's trying to get to the second spot. Can he chase down Rob Favreau? Lance Raptoy also looking to run to the inside. The H2O of Rob Gordon looking at extreme line. Oh, Dan Dubuque gets clobbered along the front stretch. Meadowman in car number 2, and Dan Dubuque heavy contact near the back of the pack right here along the front stretch. Number 4, green flag. They're even as they head into turn number 2. Off the backstretch, car number 25 of Kevin Booten takes the lead down the backstretch on the outside. The 22 of Favreau will try to come back after him on the inside. The 25 of Booten still with the nose out in front. Off of turn number 4, down the front stretch to the line, Kevin Booten had the lead. Booten leads by 5 feet. The 22 of Favreau trying to go right with him off the second turn. Let's see if Booten pulls away and finishes the pass. He's got a little room. No, the 22 is back there on the inside. Here comes Favreau back after him on the inside. It's Booten on the outside of the racetrack as they race off the fourth turn. The 22 still at about a half car length disadvantage. Half the car length at the start-finish line that time for the 25 of Kevin Booten. The 22 of Rob Favreau now trying to chase him down to the inside of turns 3 and 4. Again, Booten wants to work that higher line off the fourth turn. And his lead, a good car length that time. The 11 of Lance Raptoy running in the third spot. Sitting in fourth now, Josh Allen. Fifth is Robert Gordon with the H2O. Kevin Booten, car number 25, has 5 laps to go to the win. Rob Favreau almost drawing even in turn number 2 as he drives it real hard into 1 and 2 and closes the gap. But off the top of turn number 2, that's where Booten's been able to pull away. But the 22 is in this. Don't give up on that 22 just yet. He's still in the mix. At the line, it's the 25 again by about 5 feet. The longer that 25 works on the outside of the racetrack, it seems as though the 22 is able to hang with him. And all it takes is one bobble and one turn, and next thing you know, it's dead even again. Here comes the 22, drawing even into turn number 4. Off the fourth turn, down the front stretch. It's 5 feet, the advantage again at the line. Booten hanging on the lead, but the 22 trying to stick with him. That's where Kevin gets away in turn number 2. But here's where the 22 pulls him back in 3 and 4. And I tell you, the guy who's got the best view of the fight in front of him is Lance Raptoy in that number 11. Well, that was a better lap for Booten in the 25, as he had a larger lead at the start-finish line. 2 laps to go for Kevin Booten in car number 25. Again, he pulls away off the second turn. The 22 of Rob Favreau coming back after him on the inside. You see the little bobble from Booten over in turn number 3, and that allows the 22 to just about draw even. White flag. One bobble in 3 and 4, and next thing you know, it's back to a race again. Final lap off turn number 2. Booten pulls away off the top. Here comes the 22 of Favreau back after him on the inside. It's going to be a drag race for the win, folks. What else would you expect from the Renegade division? The 22 bobbles going into turn number 4. Drag race down the front stretch for the win. It's Booten on the outside. Booten wins by about 2 feet. The 22 of Favreau finishes in the second spot, and the 11 of Lance Raptoy finishes third. 19 cars ready to run, 25 laps. J&S Steel Sportsman Division. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Good start for Keith Pelkey. Starting on point with the number 24. Pulls away into turns 1 and 2. The 86 of Mike Shagnon drifts to the top of the racetrack. Dave Raptoy in the 21 drives through on the inside. Here comes Jamie Begor trying to go with him. Robin Wood on that inside line. That inside line seems to be moving towards the front as it boxes up a little bit behind Shagnon and Tyler Terry with a number 44. Shagnon was right up near the wall that time off the fourth turn. Keith Pelkey leads. Dave Raptoy runs second. Here comes Jamie Begor in car number 19, looking to the inside of Raptoy's 21, down the backstretch going to 3. It is Begor to the inside, taking away the second spot from Raptoy. Robin Wood quickly to the front with car number 61. He's trying to get to third. Pelkey leads. Begor runs second. Raptoy running in third. Robin Wood in car number 61 coming after him. Then it's Mike Shagnon with the 86. Nick Haywood is up to the 6th spot. 7th is Tyler Terry. 8th is Dan Sullivan. 9th is Jimmy Bushy, and running in 10th, it is Bucko Branham. Challenge for the lead. Here comes Jamie Begor with car number 19 on the inside. At the line, it's Begor the leader. Keith Pelkey goes to the 2nd spot. Robin Wood sees that same hole down to the inside. He's going to try to work to 2nd. Here comes Robin Wood. Wood in car number 61 moving to the inside of Keith Pelkey in the 24. Flies past to the inside. He'll go to the 2nd spot. Pelkey in car number 24 back to 3rd. Raptoy perhaps eyeing that inside line to see if he can get there and get that 3rd spot. Jamie Begor leads 4 laps in, 20 and a half laps remaining. Then it's Robin Wood in the 61, some 4 car lengths back. A lot of time remaining in this one. Side by side racing for 3rd. Another car on the move, Bucko Branham. Branham has gone to the 6th spot, working the inside line. Branham in car number 20 is up to 6th. Race for 3rd, the 21, the 24. Nick Haywood thinking 3 wide off turn number 2. Looked at that extreme inside line, but it wasn't there. He backed off. The 21 of Raptoy has that 3rd spot. Keith Pelkey works at his door on the outside. The 29 of Nick Haywood again sees room down to the inside off turn number 4. Can't quite get there. It's Pelkey sliding backwards down the outside. Dave Raptoy hanging on to third for now. Bucko Branham looking to run. Branham looks to the inside of Haywood's car down the backstretch. He's picked off Pelkey. Now he's thinking about Haywood going to turn number 3. He's got the nose underneath car number 29. Here comes Branham running 5th, trying to get to the 4th position. Bucko Branham in car number 20. At the stripe, it was still Haywood running in the 4th spot. Contact. There goes Sean Duquette. Duquette sliding rear end to the front stretch wall going into turn number 1, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag as there was contact between the 18 and the 68, it appeared, coming along the front stretch. Also, perhaps, damage you see on car number 33. Travis Bruno with some damage on the front of his car. Two guys that have run a lot of laps in this sportsman class on the front row. Jamie Begor and Robin Wood. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Good start for Begor in the 19. Wood will follow him in line down to the inside. Will his car push up the track in 2? It does. Here comes Robin Wood. He sees an opening. Down the backstretch, gets the nose underneath. Going into turn number 3. Here comes Wood to the inside. Robin Wood looking for the lead. They run side by side off the 4th turn. Down the front stretch, Begor hangs on to lead. How about 3 wide for 3rd? Dave Raptoy getting parted left and right. It's the 20 of Branham going to the 3rd spot. Nick Haywood on the outside tries to hang with him for that 3rd position. The battle for the top spot is still on. Robin Wood, car 61. Jamie Begor, car number 19. They race off the 4th turn down along the front stretch, leaning on each other down to the stripe. It was still Begor by about a foot. We have cars spinning. Danny Sullivan in car number 3 spins. He gets a piece of Howard Stoner's 57. Damage on the front of his car. And we've got another yellow. All right, so it's Begor in the 19, Robin Wood in car number 61. 9 laps are complete. On our way to 25. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. 3 veterans in the sportsman division at the front of the field. The 19 of Begor, the 61 of Wood. There goes Robin to the top, working off of turn number 2, trying to take the lead, going into turn number 3. Bucko Branham right on the back bumper, drives it deep into the corner, gets a piece of the 19 off the 4th turn, drag race down the front stretch. Robin Wood's got the lead. It's Wood in the 61, Branham in the number 20. Again, driving it deep down to the inside. Begor hanging on to that 2nd spot. Robin Wood has gone to the lead. Begor is 2nd. Branham in car number 20 working in the 3rd spot. Again, gets a piece of the rear of Begor's number 19. The 20 really working on the back bumper of that 19 car. 61 of Robin Wood is the leader. It's by a half car length over the 19 of Jamie Begor. Branham runs 3rd in line. 4th, it's car number 29 of Nick Haywood. Running in the 5th spot, it's the 11 of Jimmy Bushy. Car 21 of Dave Raptoy back to 6th now, as Jimmy Bushy had the 5th position on the outside. Top 3 cars running in line. Jamie Begor trying to hang with Robin Wood. It's about a half car length advantage for Robin in the 61. He is looking for his 6th victory of the year. Bucko Branham in car number 20 still working in that 3rd spot, trying to get around the number 19 to perhaps challenge. Halfway for the sportsman cars tonight. It's Robin Wood in that 61 still leading. Jamie Begor now about a car length back. Then it's a car length and a half back to Bucko Branham in car number 20, who had been running right off the back bumper of Begor's number 19. He's fallen back a little bit now the last couple of laps. Jamie is able to hang with the 61, but Robin working a perfect line around the racetrack. You're not going to expect that number 61 to make a mistake. The number 19 of Jamie Begor is strong down on the inside. That's where he is keeping his race car. Earlier in the season, we saw the sportsman division work the top of the track. That was the fast way around. But the last few weeks, it's been the inside line that's been dialed in. We have seen teams at times, Robin Wood at the beginning of the year especially, had the inside line dialed in better than anybody else, and that was when he was really piling up victories. But other teams have been able to figure out that inside line, and they've been able to get their cars to work down the inside as well as the top. But you can tell all 3 of these cars running in the top positions, they want to work down on the inside. That's where Robin Wood's been strong. Jamie is trying to hang with him. He's still a car length off the back bumper. And Bucko Branham is just a car length and a half off the back of the number 19. They've separated and pulled away from the 29 and Nick Haywood. The 5th place runner is Dave Raptoy in the number 21. 6th is Jimmy Bushy in car number 11. 7th is Howard Stoner in the 57. 8th is Sean Duquette in the 18. 9th is Jamie Atkins. And in 10th right now, it's Tyler Terry in car number 44. Coming into tonight's race, Robin Wood had a 46-point lead over Bucko Branham atop the points. Jamie Begor was tied for third with Nick Haywood in the point standings. There were just 2 points separating Branham from the Haywood and Begor tie for third. So if they were to finish like this, Jamie would move back into the second spot point-wise, and Robin would increase the point lead. As lap number 20 goes up on the board, 5 laps to go for Robin Wood. Jamie Begor has been a half car length off the back bumper for the better part of the last 10 laps or so. Robin was able to grab the lead on the restart, and he has led after taking the lead over in turn number 2. Lap 21 goes up on the board. Again, the top 3 cars, single file around the track. That's when Bucko draws close to the back bumper of Jamie Begor. They're able to separate a little bit. That time, Bucko drifted to the top of turn number 2. Here's where he seems to close in, but I'm not sure his car's quite as strong. Now he pulls away again along the front stretch. Not handling the way Bucko would like it to handle, perhaps. And we often hear the drivers talk about the changing track conditions with the weather and when there's sun and when there's a lot of humidity in the air. On a night like tonight, this track changes a lot, and it's the team that finds the right setup that gets their driver to victory lane. And Robin Woods dialed up a fast line down on the inside, and he's been able to protect that inside line, and again has not bobbled. He has not made one mistake, because Jamie Begor is in a position where if the 61 makes a mistake, he can capitalize, but Robin has been flawless. Here he comes off turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 to go. Begor, the disadvantage is still a half car length. Can't get to his back bumper off of turn number 2. Final time into turns 3 and 4. Here they come. Robin Wood on his way to win number 6. Checkered flag is out. Robin wins. Jamie Begor second. Bucko Branham is third. Nick Haywood finishes in 4th. Nice job, Dave Raptoy. He's 5th. Jimmy Bushy is 6th. 7th goes to Howard Stoner. 8th to Sean Duquette. 9th to Jamie Atkins. And 10th, Casey St. Clair in the number 56.
All right, let's go downstairs. Rob Knoll standing by. Take it away, Rob.
All right, Rick. Robin Wood gets his helmet off. It's victory number 6 for the Renterek Gunning Bingo Leland's Barbershop number 61. He'll increase his point lead. Jamie Begor finishes in the 2nd spot. 3rd place tonight for Bucko Branham with car number 20. Robin's climbing out of his car. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. That's number 6 for Plattsburgh's Robin Wood. Well, Robin, you were able to get the lead on that last restart. And then down the stretch, you really couldn't make a mistake because Jamie was never more than about a half car length off your back bumper.
Yeah, he was right there for sure. I was lucky to get him on that restart. The car was a little bit loose tonight, and we were just lucky to hang on tonight.
One of the things that I was talking about during the race, at the beginning of the year, it was the outside line that everybody wanted to get to. Your car was one of the few that worked real well down the inside. In the last few weeks, it seems as though it's the inside line that's the fast way around.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I still think the outside's faster. It's really hard to get a grip on the bottom right now. I don't know why. Actually, it's hard to get a grip anywhere right now with the track the way it is. But I got to thank my sponsors once again, Renterek, Ganyanka Territory, our Bingos, Leland's Barbershop, Lorman's, and Daniel Signs.
Well, congratulations on win number 6.
Thank you.
All right, that's Robin Wood, everybody. He wins for the 6th time this year in the J&S Steel Sportsman Division. 99, Mike Lebrecht. The 23 is Alex Bell. The 1 is Pierre Bertillon. The 13, Colleen Salisbury. Look who's starting dead last. Patrick Dupree in the number 24. Green flag. Greg Atkins on the 1 shows the way off turn number 2 as they mix it up off that 2nd turn. You can see some of the drivers really hitting on the brakes hard. Keep an eye on the progress out of the back of the pack of Patrick Dupree in the number 24. Started 28th in the 28 car field. Greg Atkins leads in the 1. Running in 2nd is Jimmy Ryan in car number 60. 3rd is Brian Trim in the 28th. And it is the 0-2 of Mike Rio. Look at Leon Gagnon go to the top of the racetrack with a 4 car as he tries to work his way to the front. Gagnon trying to get to the top 5. He'll follow Craig Riel in line as they hustle off of turn number 4. Dupree is boxed right now. He's behind Matt Woodruff as we check his progress coming out of the back of the pack. 1 car that's trying to move the 90 of Martinois. Right behind him is the 34 of George Foley. Both of those drivers 2-time winners. There goes a car flying off the top of turn number 3. That is the 38 of Mike Finney. He goes into the trees off the top of the 3rd turn.
Mike Finney went flying off the top of turn 3 into the trees, and we've got a yellow flag. Turn number 4, green flag. Brian Trim had to hang on to it as he works into turn number 1. That allows Mike Riel to get down to the inside. He'll take third. Here comes Leon Gagnon to the top of the racetrack as they try to hustle off of turn number 2. And the leader is the 1 of Atkins. The 60 of Jimmy Ryan runs in that second spot. The 4 of Leon Gagnon takes it up near the wall. Also up on the wall is LaBreche in the 100 as that was tight. We've got a yellow flag out. Cam Grady in the 27 broken on the right front. And we have another car that is up near the wall. That is Matt Woodruff in the 55. It'll be Greg Atkins and Jimmy Ryan in row number 1 to set the pace. Here they come working into turn number 4. 3 laps down, 27 to go. Green flag back out. Atkins pulls away off turn number 2. Leon Gagnon is going to go with him in the 4. Gagnon's been in the 3rd position now a couple of times in the last few weeks. He wants to get that victory, looking for his thrill. There goes Brian Trim around the 28. Trim's down to the infield, backing up towards the racetrack where it bottlenecks. Everybody gets on the binders, and we've got a yellow flag. 3 laps complete. We'll try again. Greg Atkins and Jimmy Ryan. We've gone to a single file restart. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Atkins leading by 5. Jimmy Ryan in the 2nd spot. Leon Gagnon runs in 3rd. Roger LaBreche is off the pace with a 100. LaBreche to the top of turn number 3, bringing out yet another yellow flag. Greg Atkins in the 1, Jimmy Ryan in car number 60. 3 laps complete. We've been stuck on 3. Let's hope we get a good long run going here. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Oh, there goes Richard Tisser. So much for that. Right behind him was the 97 of Chris Vernal. Well, that green flag run lasted 5 seconds. Atkins, Ryan, Gagnon, top 3. Lap 3 has been a stinker. Here they come off of turn number 4. Again, they box it up. Green flag. Yeah, all right, we're off to a start. Field racing off of turn number 2. It's thinned out. Greg Atkins in car number 1 has the lead off the 4th turn and opening it up to 5 car lengths. Three wide in turn number 2. The 78, the B3, the 34. 78 backed out of it. Martinois is going to go. Martinois is going to the top of the racetrack with car number 90, taking it up near the wall as he looked around. Chris Vernal's 97 wasn't there. Again, Martin will work up top. 3 wide again off turn number 2. Vince Quinville can't get underneath the B3 of Barnamy. One guy that is on the move, and that is Leon Gagnon. He's gone to 2nd with a 4 car. Gagnon now running in 2nd. Meanwhile, there's a number of cars running just outside the top 5 trying to muscle their way to the front. Max Vienne in the 46, Chris Kay in the 18, Martinois in the number 90, and George Foley right behind. Then it's Chris Vernal in the 97. He's also in the mix. Atkins the leader. Leon Gagnon running in 2nd. Jimmy Ryan running in 3rd. 4th is Mike Riel. 5th is Craig Riel. The Racing Riel's running 4th and 5th. Dad is in 4th. Son Craig in 5th. 6th is Dan Brown. 7th is Max Vienne. 8th is Martinois. 9th is George Foley. 10th is Chris Kaye. Max Vienne and Dan Brown with a good battle. Here comes Craig Riel to the inside of Mike as they race into turn number 3. Mike Riel is able to hold off his son for now. Colleen Salisbury in the 13 keeps the 13 down on the inside as the field races past. Leon Gagnon is closing in on the 1. Again, Craig Riel down to the inside. Salisbury bobbles in 2. That breaks the roll that Craig Riel had working off the 2nd turn. They'll run 3 wide, make it 4 wide into turn number 3. Look at Martinois go in the car number 90. Martinois went 4 wide around the lap car and 2 other cars, and he is now into the top 5. Martinois in the 90 car goes around Craig Riel. Next up is Mike Riel. That will put him 4th. Martinois on the rail as he is rolling with a 90. Meanwhile, we got a yellow flag. It's car 66 and Jason Bruno who has spun over in turn number 2, and that's going to bring out a yellow. Greg Atkins leads them off turn number 2. The 4 of Leon Gagnon works in that second spot. Here comes Martinois to the outside of Jimmy Ryan, trying to get to the 3rd position. They mix it up off 4. Oh, there goes Craig Riel around. 327 of Brown gets into it. Max Vienne is into it. The 78 of Vince Quinville. The 24 of Patrick Dupree. The 3 of Alex Bell gets through. And we've got another yellow flag along the front stretch. Well, Atkins, Leon Gagnon. Atkins is on the hammer. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Field runs in turn number 2, and it's Atkins leading by 2 down the backstretch as they work into 3 and 4. Leon Gagnon runs in that second spot. Jimmy Ryan sits in 3rd, but how much longer? He's got Martinois right on his back bumper. Martin goes to the top of the racetrack. George Foley is hustling into the top 5. This could be a Martinois-George Foley duel. They've got to work past some fast cars that are working strong tonight, including that number 60 of Jimmy Ryan. There goes Martinois right around. Martinois goes to 3rd. Greg Atkins leads. Leon Gagnon runs in 2nd. Martinois is 3rd. Let's see how quickly Martinois can close the gap in on the top 2 cars. 4th right now. Oh, contact. Jimmy Ryan and the 34 of George Foley along the front stretch. Foley opened up some room coming off of turn number 4. He's able to drive right past the 60. He's into 4th. 5th is now Ryan. Running in 6th is Vince Quinville. Running in 7th is Mike Riel. Pierre Berthiaume is into the 8th spot. 9th is Chris Kaye. Running in 10th it is Andy Haywood. 11th is Pat McGrail. 12th is Mike Finney. 13th Mike Wells. 14th is Roger Labreche. 15th is Brian Trim. 16th is Craig Riel. 17th Aaron Bartamy. 18th is Alex Bell. 19th is Michael Labreche. 20th is Max Vienne. Greg Atkins' lead is a car length. Martinois has closed Leon Gagnon's lead in that 2nd position down to about 2 car lengths in 3 and 4. He closed it up pretty quick. But on the front stretch, Leon pulls away a little. Now Martin closes in the corners. Martinois and George Foley, both of them are closing in. We're past the halfway point now. 16 laps are complete. They're going to work up on some slower traffic. This could factor into things. Atkins in car number 1 goes around the 327 of Brown. Then right in front of Brown is the 13 of Salisbury. Brown needs to stay in line down to the inside. He's going to make Leon Gagnon go 3 wide around the top of the racetrack as he gets around the 13 of Salisbury. Now Martinois has closed right in on the outside of the 4 of Leon Gagnon. The lead for Atkins is 3 car lengths. Atkins leads by 3. Leon Gagnon runs in 2nd. Martinois is a couple of car lengths off the back of Gagnon's number 4. Then it's George Foley in the 34 running in the 4th spot. 5th is now Vince Quinville in number 78, but a guy who's also moving. I'll tell you, Berthiaume's been really good with that number 1. Leon Gagnon goes for the lead in turn number 2. Down the backstretch, they work into turn number 3. Here comes Martinois flying past Gagnon on the outside. Martinois passes him like he's standing still on the outside. He's now at 2nd. Greg Atkins in car number 1 has the lead. Martinois goes to the top of the racetrack. Atkins hangs on the lead off turn number 2. Martinois working in the 2nd spot with 10 laps to go. Goes to the outside of 3 and 4. Atkins stays down on the inside. Here they come off turn number 4. Down the front stretch to the line. Atkins still has the lead. Leon Gagnon still in the mix. Martinois again to the top of turn number 2. Takes the lead off turn number 2. He is the new race leader. Martinois looking for win number 3. George Foley goes around the outside of Leon Gagnon for the 3rd spot. George Foley trying to hang and keep Martinois in his sights. Martinois is trying to check out now. Greg Atkins running in the 2nd position. George Foley working 3rd on the outside. Atkins takes the momentum away. Foley gives him a nudge. Now Atkins down to the inside. Here comes Foley back to the top of the track trying to get to the 2nd spot as Martinois is checking out. At the line, Atkins still hanging on to the 2nd spot. George Foley on the outside will race past in turn number 2. Here comes Leon Gagnon to the inside trying to get to 3rd. Martinois leading. George Foley running in the 2nd spot. Leon Gagnon still runs in 3rd with lap 24 going up on the board. 6 laps remain for Martinois. Can George Foley chase him down? We'll check the times that these two are setting as they race past the start-finish line next time. Pauline Salisbury, the slower car, again will stay down on the inside. Here's Martinois' lap time. Well, Martinois turning a little bit faster time than George Foley in the 34, but Foley seems to be closing in. Lap number 26 goes up on the board. 4 laps remain for Martinois. George Foley in the 34 continues to work in the second spot. Third is Leon Gagnon in the 4 car. A good gap back. And look out, 327 to Dan Brown. Sparks trailing at a 1 and 2. Brown right in front of some cars, trailing a bunch of Sparks down the backstretch into 3 and 4 into the infield. And that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Caution, flag is out. Also a left rear tire down on the Alex Bell number 23. He is limping back to the garage area. Well, Martinois left him standing at the altar. He is checking out off turn number 2, 5 car length advantage over George Foley. Let's see if Foley can close. They race off of turn number 4. Mike Finney has picked up a spot. Jimmy Ryan sliding backwards. Still 5 car lengths at the start-finish line. 16.3 lap time for the 90 of Martinois. It's a 16.4 lap time for George Foley. 2 laps to go for Martinois. 2 to go. White flag about to be unfurled for Napierville, Quebec's Martinois. 1 to go. Martinois on his way to his third victory of the year. George Foley will finish in the second spot. Martinois wins it. Foley second. Third, Leon Gagnon again. Fourth, Greg Atkins. Fifth, Vince Quinville. Sixth, Pierre Bertillon. Seventh goes to Mike Finney. Eighth to Pat McGrail. Ninth goes to Andy Haywood. 10th to Jimmy Ryan in the 60. And Chris K.A. 11th and Mike Riel in 12th.
All right, Rick, it's been a busy day for Martin. Started his day up at Three Rivers in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. They did not practice this car at all. He had to hustle from Three Rivers down here to Plattsburgh to make qualifying. And he's about to go up on the roof and do the Martin Shuffle for win number 3 this season. Looking for the checkered flag. Oh, there's no shuffle complete without the checkered flag. He's got it up to the top. Martinois, everybody. Martin will get off his helmet, and he'll come around. We'll get a word with him. All right, Martin, win number 3. It's been a very busy day for you. I know you've been doing some racing as well with the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. You hustled the Airborne. And you get the victory tonight, your 3rd win. Tell us about the day and when it started up at Three Rivers.
Yeah, the day started at 7 o'clock tomorrow to this morning and qualify in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. At the 40-30, I pick up the helicopter to coming at the Airborne Speedway. It's very important to me to come to the race at the Airborne Speedway. It's a tough day for me. It's a tough race. A lot of damage tonight, but I'm very happy to win the race.
Martin, the first 10 laps, as you just said, a lot of yellow flags, and yet you missed all of those mishaps. Tell us about what you saw from the driver's cockpit, all of that mess in front of you.
A big mess. My strategy is to survive for the. Is it a big moon tonight? Because it's a very crazy race.
Well, you eventually were able to work through that all those yellow flags that we had early on, and then once you found some running room, again, it was the top of the racetrack that got you to the lead.
Yeah, the car is very good tonight. The car's place after the race started, I'm okay for me, but I'm very prudent on the start of the race because I will survive to the race.
Well, congratulations on surviving. Win number 3, and good luck tomorrow as well with the Canadian Tire Series.
Thank you very much. Puis merci aux gens qui viennent ici en si grand nombre, les Québécois qui viennent m'encourager. Thank you very much, everybody, to come every Saturday night. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Martinois, everybody. He wins.
Main event time for the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds. Field starts to pick up the pace as they enter turn 4. Now they start to stand on it, and as they come off turn 4, the green flag is out. Nice start on the outside for Jim Varno, 07. He's right alongside LaFountain as they head up the backstretch. We got a car kicking up the dirt. That's the 35 car of Seymour. He manages to get back onto the track, and we've got a 4-wide battle already on lap 1. Keysville Napa Minis come off turn 4, and your leader of lap number 1 will be Tim LaFountain. Chris Clark runs second in the 77. Outside, Scott Richard in the 21. Look at LeVere moving that 4 car. Contact up the back stretch, and the outside line's going right on by. Richter takes the lead. Speedy on the outside wants to take second. Here comes LaFountain back to the inside. A little bit of contact between the 41 and 21. Nice job by both drivers to hang on to it as they came off that 4th corner. And Chris Clark has moved through inside to battle the 21 of Richner. 4-wide action again into turn 3. Chris Clark grabs the lead. Richner trying to hang right with him. They're 3 wide in a battle for the number 3 spot. Sales sneaks through on the inside. He takes 3rd. He wants 2nd. He's inside Richner. He's got 2nd. Up the backstretch, Eric Sales has moved to 47 into the number 2 spot. Richner is 3rd. Speedy is 4th. Whalen on the outside 5th. LeVere right there in the bottom of the racetrack in the number 6 spot in the 4 car. Josh Laporte runs 7th in the 45B. Then it's Josh Leclerc in the 7. Outside, it's the 41 of LaFountain, followed by Brousseau's 26. Lavarnway in the 13. Seymour's 35. The King is next, followed by John Bradley, Larry Archer, Rico Hernandez, Mr. Cheez-It, the house car of Roger Favreau, the 22 of Darrell Newell, and Fast Freddy can see them all. Caution, flag is out. The 41 of Tim LaFountain, sideways in the infield off the top of turn 4. Ready to go back to green. 5 down, 10 remain. We'll take one more pace lap. It will be Chris Clark in the 77 and Eric Sales in the 47. And we'll see the pace at the 77 of Clark and the 47 of Sales set. It's a little quicker pace than we had for the original start. They come off turn 4, back to the green flag. And it's a good start for Eric Sales on the outside. But Clark battling right back on the inside. Speedy looking for a way through. Richner looking for a way through. LeVere thinking about a 3-wide move as they go into turn 3. He looks to the inside of Richner. There's room on the inside, but LeVere for now has to back off just a bit. He'll try to get him as they come off turn 4, but the yellow flag is back out as we've got the Seymour 35 turned around in turn 3. We'll try again. 5 down, 10 remain. Clark and Sales once again. Another good start on the outside for Eric Sales in that 47 car. Sales is going to power off turn 2 and take the lead up the backstretch. Sales is your leader. Here comes Speedy on the outside of Richard to take the number 3 spot. And it looks like he's going to try and bring Josh Laporte right with him in the 45. Laporte goes to 4th. Richner is back to 5th. LeVere 6th, but looking to move up inside the 21 car. And it's Josh Leclerc 7, Mike Whalen's 11. They've got 5 car lengths on Jamie LaFountain's number 20. Mini modifieds are halfway. Sales is your leader. About 2 car lengths back to Chris Clark and another 3 back to Speedy Brissett in the 0-3. That string of top 3 finishes has propelled Speedy to the points lead. And he's got a couple of positions now on his nearest challenger, Chris LeVere. The lead was 4 coming into tonight. And right now, if they stay the way they are, that lead would extend by another 4 points. Chris Clark sticking right with that 47 of Eric Sales. He remains just a couple of car lengths behind. Next time by, they're going to complete lap number 10. A good battle for positions toward the back of the pack. Some tight racing in the middle, some tight racing at the back, and just a couple of car lengths separating your leaders up front. 5 back now to Speedy in the 0-3. He's got a challenge from Laporte's 45 and Chris Laver's 4. That's turned into a 3-car battle for the number 3 spot. Josh Leclerc running by himself in the number 6 spot in car number 7. Lap number 11 goes on the boards. It's still Eric Sales. Sales took the lead on lap number 4 and has not given it up. Got a couple of slower cars to work their way around as they come off turn 4. 3 laps remaining as Whalen kicked up the dirt on the backstretch. They've got to get around the 22 of Darrell Newell and Fast Freddy in the 666. Newell goes high, and that allows both Sales and Clark to split the difference and get by the slower cars with no problem. 2 laps to go for Eric Sales. This would be win number 3 on the season for the Saranac Lake driver if he can hang on for another couple of laps. Look at this challenge for the number 3 spot now. Josh Laporte inside in the 45. Speedy right there outside in the 0-3. The guy with a great view of that is Chris Laver in the 4. White, flag is out. 1 to go for Sales. Eric Sales leads the way in the 46 up the back stretch the final time. The 77. Chris Clark trying to make one more charge as they come off turn 4. Clark lifts high, but it's not going to be enough. Sales wins again. Clark is second at the stripe. Josh Laporte finishes 3rd. Speedy gets the 4th spot. And 5th spot will go to Chris Laver in car number 4.
All right, thanks, Rick. Good run again for Josh Laporte to 3rd. Chris Clark gets 2nd with the number 77. And Eric Sales, win number 3 with car number 47. Another win for Eric. Out of his car, give a nice round of applause, everybody. Nice job by Eric Sales. Well, it don't matter. As long as you get here to the 1st spot, you can park however you like, as long as you don't hit somebody else's car. Hey, yeah, here you are again in victory lane, and you were able to take the lead on the restart. And then you really had to be smooth because, you know, Clark is fast behind you and other fast guys were coming.
Speedy was behind me. I knew he would be pushing hard, so I didn't waste any time.
Now, once you tell us about how you took the lead on the restart.
Just smooth on the outside, and I knew to drive in hard and get back to the gas quick, use that banking. But
You're 3rd in points, Eric, and I think unofficially you're probably inside of 20 now. You got off to a little bit of a shaky start as you were learning this car, but, I mean, really, you've been right with everybody else now, if not at the top of the division the last several weeks.
yeah, I got to thank Rick Donor. You know, he's really helped me out. This was his car, and I got to give him a lot of credit.
Well, congratulations on getting yet another victory.
Thank you.
All right, that's Eric Sales, everybody. Eric gets another win in the mini-mod division.
All right, this is it. Your final event of the program. The Busch Bombers ready to go. Brissett on the inside gets a good jump in. He is going to hit the line first. Brissett will lead the pack into turn 2 and up the backstretch. Signs on the outside. Brissett drifts high. Signs drifts high. But they're both able to maintain their 1st and 2nd spots. Dale O'Neill, 16, right there on the inside. He looks to move up. Bill Joyle Sr. on the move as well in that 58 car. Travis Sherman, he's 5th in the 21. Outside, it's JMB in the 14. He's got the 6th spot. Followed by Josh Duravajan, 7th. Curtis LeGrave is 8th. 4 wide, bomber action into turn 3. Joyle on the inside wants to take that 2nd spot away from the 8th ball. Joyle had 2nd at the stripe. Brissett trying to hang right with him on the outside as JMB moving up on the far outside was 4th, now 3rd, trying to take 2nd. Dale O'Neill leads the way in the 16 car. But look out, contact with JMB and Bill Joyle. Nice job by John Michael to hang on to it. Get away from that tire. Yellow flag is out. JMB, trouble in turn 2. Brings out the yellow.
We bring in those outside groups.
All right. Ready to go. 3 down. 12 remain. We are back to green flag racing. And quickly, Dale O'Neill is going to face a challenge on the inside from the 88 of Josh Durivage. It's been a while since Josh has been in victory lane. He dominated the first 5 weeks of action. Right now, he's content to run in that number 2 spot behind the 16 of O'Neill. Third spot is the 72 of Kurt LaGrave Jr. Curtis is not content to run in that number 3 spot. He looks to the inside, and Durivage knows he's got to go right now. This is a good 3-car battle for that number 1 spot. Dale O'Neill trying to get his first career victory. Durivage looking for win number 6, I believe.
You're right.
And LaGrave looking for his 3rd.
Well, LaGrave is 16 points behind Durivage in the point standings in the Bomber Division. So he really needs to pick up some points, and the only way he can do that is if he gets past that 88.
The nice run for Tyler Brissett. He's got the 8-car running in the 4th spot. The 19 of Ray Germain is 4th, or 5th rather, but not for long. Here comes JMB back on the charge to the front of the inside. And after that brush with the 58 of Joyle, John Michael has moved into 5th. At the halfway point, we've got a charge for the lead. Durivage looks inside as O'Neill drifted high coming off that second corner. Door is open. Can Durivage put that 88 through in the bottom of the racetrack? They're going to come off turn 4 together, but it's still O'Neill at the line. Again, O'Neill takes the high route through turn number 2. Durivage is right there.
Oh.
Here comes LaGrave looking to the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide action into turn 3. And Curtis LaGrave Jr., fantastic move to grab the lead.
Move of the night right there over in turn number 2. Holy cow.
LaGrave leads the way. Durivage sticks the nose in front for the number 2 spot, but O'Neill battling right back on the outside. 72 of LaGrave has not been able to drive away from this battle, but he's quite happy to see those 2 cars race side by side for that 2nd spot. 5 laps remain in the battle for the top spot in the Busch Bomber Division. Curtis LaGrave is your leader. A fantastic 3-wide move at the bottom of the racetrack to grab the lead in turns 3 and 4. Since that happened, Durivage and O'Neill have remained side by side, battling for that 2nd spot. JMB has taken over 4th in the 14, with Tyler Brissett 5th in the 8. Travis Sherman is 6th in car number 21. Ray Germain 7th. Brian Montroy is 8th. Bill Joyle Sr. is back to 9th. And Rob Saenz rounds out the top 10 in car number 3. LaGrave starts to open up as Durivage has taken a car-length advantage in the battle for the number 2 spot. The popsicle sticks will be out this time by 2 laps to go for Curtis LaGrave Jr. Josh Durivage and Dale O'Neill run 2nd and 3rd. Rob Saenz 3 is slowing on the front stretch. He's going to try to work his way back to the garage area as Curtis LaGrave Jr. comes off turn 4 to see the white flag. 1 to go for the 72. Up the backstretch the final time. LaGrave has 10 car lengths on Josh Durivage in the 88. And it's O'Neill, Brissett, and Sherman in the number 5 spot now. Checkered flag in the air. Here's your winner, Curtis LaGrave, to win it all. followed by Josh Durvage, Dale O'Neill, John Michael Brissett, and Travis Sherman comes back at the 21 to grab the 5th spot away from Tyler Brissett at the line. Win number 3 for Curtis LaGrave Jr. in the 72.
All right, Rick, we'll talk to Curtis LaGrave Jr. in just a second. All right, Curtis gets the victory. Give a nice round of applause, everybody. He wins the Busch Bomber race tonight. Curtis, come on over this way so we can see you on the camera. I called it at the time when Rick was announcing the race. We talked about it. It was the move of the night over there in turn number 2. You were 3rd going into the turn, went to the top of the racetrack, and then had a lot of momentum, dove down to the outside to take the lead. Tell us about that move.
Yeah, I seen Durvage start pushing in that corner a lap before, so figured if I tap the brakes, I can get on the bottom, and I couldn't believe it. I pulled away from him.
Down the stretch, the final closing laps, you were able to do that. Pulling away from number 88 means you have to be really hooked up.
Oh, yeah, that's why I follow him to the front, because he's quicker to get there, so that's the best way to get there.
Well, congratulations. Before you know it, you'll be real close to the points as well.
Thank you.
All right, that's Curtis LaGrave, everybody. He wins the Busch Bomber race tonight. And, Rick,